Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Have you ever heard the story of the bus 375? It's a chilling urban legend about a night bus in Beijing that is said to be haunted by three mysterious passengers. In this video, I'm going to tell you the full story of Bus 375 and explore the dark side of this urban legend. Bus 375 is a terrifying Chinese urban legend based on a true story of a bus that vanished one freezing November night in Beijing. The Midnight Bus or the Bus to Fragrant Hills are other names for this bus. This incident occurred on November 14, 1995, in Beijing, China. Bus 375 left the Yuanmingyuan bus terminal at midnight. This was the night's final bus, bound for Xiangshan, Fragrant Hills. The driver and a female conductor were on board. The night was brutally cold, and a strong wind blew. It came to a halt at the Summer Palace's south gate, and 4 passengers boarded as the doors opened. An older woman, a young couple, and a young male. The young couple sat up front behind the driver, while the old lady and boy sat on the opposite side of the bus, next to the doors. All they could hear as the bus sped through the night was the drone of the motor. There were no other vehicles on the road because it was a peaceful, secluded location. After a time, the driver noticed 2 shadows waving at the bus from the side of the road. When the driver came to a halt, 3 people climbed on. There were 2 men between them who were supporting a third man by his shoulders. The man in the middle appeared disheveled, and his head was bowed, obscuring his face. All 3 were dressed in traditional Qing Dynasty Chinese robes, and their skin tones were deathly pale. The other passengers on the bus were terrified and exchanged apprehensive glances as the driver pulled over and continued down the road. "Don't be afraid," the female conductor tried to reassure everyone. They could be actors filming a costume drama in the area. Perhaps they were drunk after work and forgot to change their clothing. The old lady kept turning around and looking at the 3 strangers sitting at the back of the bus. There was a strange quiet. None of the passengers spoke. Outside, all they could hear was the wind whistling. The young couple got off the bus after 3 or 4 stops. The bus driver and female conductor were laughing and conversing. The elderly lady sprang to her feet and slammed into the young man sitting in front of her. She was yelling and creating a scene, accusing him of stealing her pocketbook. The young man stood up and began arguing with her, but the old lady grabbed him by the collar and asked that the driver drop them off at the next stop so she could take him to the police station. The young man ended up speechless. When the bus came to a halt, the elderly lady dragged the young man out. The old lady heaved a sigh of relief as the bus pulled out into the darkness. "Where's the police station?" the young man asked. "There is no police station," said the old lady. "I literally just saved your life." "What? How did you save my life?" The young man was confused. "Those 3 people were ghosts," said the elderly lady. "I had my doubts about them ever since they got on the bus, so I kept looking back at them. Because of the wind flowing through the window, I was able to see everything. It removed their lengthy robes, revealing that they were without legs." The young man looked surprised by the old lady. He began to sweat heavily. He couldn't say anything. The old lady called the police and reported what she had witnessed. The following day, Bus 375 failed to arrive at the station. It was gone, as were the driver and the female conductor. The police scoured the entire city but found nothing. They questioned the old woman and the young man, but they ignored their claims and concluded that they were insane. The Beijing Evening News and the Beijing News both covered the story that night. Both the elderly woman and the young man were interviewed live on television. The cops eventually recovered the missing bus 2 days later. It was discovered submerged in the Miyun Reservoir, around 100 kilometers from Fragrant Hills. They discovered 3 highly decomposed remains inside the bus driver, the female conductor, and an unidentified man. There were several more unsolved riddles concerning this case. 1. The bus ran out of gas on the route to the Miyun Reservoir, and when the police opened the tank, they discovered it was full of blood. 2. Despite the fact that the bodies were discovered only 2 days after they vanished, they were severely decomposed. Even if it were summer, the decomposition process could not be as quick. An autopsy verified that the bodies had not been tampered with on purpose. How were they able to degrade so quickly? 3. The police thoroughly examined all security camera tapes on each entry leading to the Miyun Reservoir, but the bus was not visible in any of them. In reality, they discovered nothing out of the norm. How did the bus get there without being noticed? It is still an unresolved mystery to this day. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video about unsolved mysteries. These mysteries may never be solved, but they continue to fascinate and intrigue us. If you have any thoughts or theories about the mysteries discussed in this video, please share them in the comments below. And if you know of any other unsolved mysteries that you think I should cover, let me know. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos about unsolved mysteries, true crime, and other fascinating topics. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.